Warriors. I'm Miss Ferguson. I'm one of the counselors here at Sevier. We just wanted to take a few minutes to welcome you, show you around a little bit, so that you know what you're coming into. We're so excited for you to be a part of our Warrior family. A couple of things before we go in and show you the building. First of all, when you come to Sevier, there are a lot of things that we want you to know before you leave Sevier, because we see this as a family. There are things that academically we know that is important, but there are things that we want you to also know and believe that are true of you. So you will hear these things a lot. The first thing is that you matter. We believe that everybody is here on purpose and for a purpose. You play a special role here in the family at Sevier. We want you to know that and always believe that, so you will hear this a lot. The second thing is that you are a difference maker. Whether that is in your classroom, in your community, to one person or to several people, we want you to believe that you can make a difference through little things, through big things. So we want to empower you. We want to encourage you to make a difference in the lives of other people. We also want you to know that you can dream big. We don't want you to set barriers. We want you to see things, and we want you to challenge things, and we want you to try to be the best that you can be. So we want you to dream big, have big goals, and so we'll talk a lot about goals. And with all these things, you will hear this a lot. We believe that you are a world-changing warrior. We know that you are going to make a difference, and you will always be part of our warrior family. So you will hear these things a lot while you are at Sevier. We hope that you come to know them and believe them in your heart and in your head. So now that we know that, let's head on in and take a tour of the school. Warriors, here we are in the front part of the school. So if you are a car rider or if you are ever coming in late, these are the doors that you will enter through. Over here on your left, you will have the main office. This is where you will go if you are needing to see a principal, if you have a question, if you need to make a phone call, if you're dropping off any kind of absentee notes, those kinds of things. On my right, over here, you will find the counseling office. We have 3 counselors and we have a secretary. If you ever need to talk to anybody, if you have something going on, if you have a question about your schedule or about your grades, this is a great place to come into the counseling office. You just need to stop in with our secretary, ask to see one of the counselors, and you can talk to us about anything. When you come to the counseling office, what we talk about is just between us, unless we have a concern about your safety. So, when you enter, on the left you have the main office with the principals and our secretaries. On the right, you have the counseling office. So make sure that you know where these places are and feel free to use them. Okay, Warriors, once you come through the main lobby, if you take a right, you're going to see this hallway here. One of the things you will find is the clinic. So if you ever need to come to the clinic, if you have medication issues, if you're not feeling well, you need to make sure that you have a clinic note. Your teachers can give you one of those. You'll come in here and see our great nurse. On the way down this hallway, you will also find our 2 gyms, our wellness classroom, and our band room. So if you go all the way down this hallway, you'll see a red sign down there. Right past that red sign is our small gym. Right beyond the small gym is our band room. This is our big gym. So there will be lots of things that go on in here. We'll have pep rallies, you'll have PE in here. We have 3 PE teachers, so you will have one of those. Everybody will have wellness at least 1 9 weeks. It is a requirement. Some of you will have it multiple 9 weeks. The other thing about the gym is that first thing in the morning when you get to school, if it is before 7:15, you have to come to the big gym. This is kind of a place where we can just make sure that everybody is here. We can kind of watch and make sure that things are taken care of, that kind of thing. At 7:15, you'll have an option of either staying in here or going down and getting breakfast in our cafeteria. But just remember, before 7:15, you always have to come to the big gym. At 7:35, everybody is dismissed and they get to go to their lockers and into their classrooms. Warriors, here is one of the main hallways at Sevier. There are several things in this hallway. One thing that you will see is over here is our library. There are lots of things that happen in our library. Of course, you can go check out books. Sometimes classes meet in there. We have a related arts class in there as well called Project Lead the Way. You will come down here most of the time with your teacher. So you need to make sure that you always have a book ready to read, because we know that reading is important. Over here, you will also see some of our other related arts classes. We've got Spanish, we've got a computer class. Around the corner, we've got some of our RTI classes. Down here at the far end of the hallway, you will see some doors that go outside. This is our bus stop area. So if you are riding the bus, this is where you will enter in the mornings, and it's where you will exit in the afternoons. We will always have adults out there who can help you find your bus if you need assistance with that. Our buses do leave pretty quickly, so you need to make sure that you pack up quickly and get down here to the bus stop area so that you do not miss your bus. There will be a lot of traffic in this area, so there'll be a lot of students moving around. One of the big things to know about this area is that this is the direction that you will go in order to go down to lunch. So using these stairs right here, you will go down and you will go to your right and go through our cafeteria lines. You will use your same cafeteria number that you've always used. If you ever need assistance, we have incredible cafeteria workers who can help you out down there. So down this way, we'll look more down this way in just a minute, but this is towards our 6th grade hallway. If you go down the other side of these stairs, you will find one of our tech classes and our art class. You will always have 4 academics and 2 related arts classes. Your academic classes are usually on the same hallway. Your related arts classes are kind of spread throughout the building. Those will typically change every 9 weeks. The classes that you will keep for an entire year will be things like band, orchestra, and chorus. Okay, so when you come down to the cafeteria, first of all, make sure that you walk. Everybody will have a chance to eat. We'll make sure that you have plenty of time. We run in 2 lunches, so each grade level has 2 lunches. It'll be a 20-minute lunch period. You will enter through the doors that are facing me right now. You'll go through the lunch line and get your food, and then you will see our checkout area over here. You will go out those doors, so we're always going one direction. You will go out those doors, and you will find a seat in the cafeteria. Okay, so this is our cafeteria area. As you see, there are lots of seats. This is one of the scariest times of the day, lots of times for middle schoolers. Remember, there are going to be lots of schools who are coming together, so you're going to have an opportunity to meet lots of new friends. I encourage you to branch out, encourage you to find a place to sit with, maybe sometimes with people that you don't know. If you ever see someone who is sitting alone, I encourage you to sit with them. So after you get your food, you will come in here, you will find a seat somewhere, and then you need to stay seated until you are dismissed. There will be times where you will be able to get up and throw your trash away and things like that, but a principal or an adult will dismiss you table by table. You need to stay in your seat until that happens. We will all exit out the same door, and we will all go up the same stairwell in order to get back to our classes. So 20 minutes for lunch, make new friends, use it as a time to get to know people. Warriors, 6th grade hallway. It extends all the way down to the doors at the very end. 6th grade is split into 3 teams. Each team has 4 teachers, okay, 1 for each academic subject. You will stay with that same group of teachers for the majority of the time. So, when you get here, you may not be with your friends from elementary school. They may be on a different team. You may have class with them during related arts, just not during academics. Again, I encourage you, make new friends, get to know new people, branch out, talk to people. You may meet people that you never knew, and they may become your best friend. So, 6th grade hallway is right down through here. When you come out of your classes, you will wait outside of the door until your teachers let you come into class all at one time. That is for supervision purposes. We always want to walk down the hallways, okay? We always want to make sure that we get to class on time and that we are fully prepared. You will see we have lockers. Everybody will have a locker, and they will be issued a lock from the school. Your teachers will spend time during that first week teaching you how to use your lock. So I know that's something that middle schoolers tend to be a little nervous about. Just know that your teachers will spend time helping you figure out how to use your lock. You will have designated locker times. So there are certain times during the day when you will be allowed to go to your locker. At that time, you need to get everything that you need until the next locker break. Warriors, we are here with a Sevier legend, Mr. Tony Weaver, one of our wonderful 6th grade teachers. So we wanted to take some time and just let Mr. Weaver answer some questions, give you some helpful hints. So first of all, Mr. Weaver, will you tell us a little bit about what a typical day looks like in 6th grade or at Sevier in general?
Sure. For 6th graders, you're going to have 4 academic classes, and you will have 2 related arts classes. You will switch classes for in between each hour, and you'll go to social studies, language arts, science, and math. And then you'll go to 2 related arts classes. After that, you'll also have lunch. So those are your 4 basic academic classes, and then 2 related arts and lunch.
Okay. So, Mr. Weaver, for students who are coming in, they tend to be a little bit nervous coming into middle school, lots of new students. And our school can be kind of big. What tips do you have for students who are coming into Sevier?
Sure. One of the big things that students are mainly worried about is their locker, and that's what scares them the most. Lockers are no problem at all. We will have you doing your lock by the end of the first day, so don't worry about that over the summer. That's the least thing you need to worry about. What will make you successful is listening in class. That is the biggest pet peeve that most teachers have, is if you will listen and pay attention and not talk while the teacher's talking. Just using general manners. That's just the basic thing that it will get you through 6th grade with the most ease.
Okay. So the social part of middle school. If there's some sort of drama or there's some sort of conflict, or if a student even gets lost in the hallway, they're just nervous about something, what do you recommend?
Oh, we will be spread out all over the building, especially through the first week or so. We'll have teachers on every floor helping guide you. We'll take you to your classes. So there's no need to worry about the bigness of Sevier. That's the least of your worries. If you have problems or drama going on during class, you can always come to one of us, your teachers. We'll be more than glad to try to help you resolve any issues. We also have a fantastic counseling service here at Sevier. They will help you in any way they can. Like I said, they are by far the best. We love them to death. We have some things we do during the year that involves counseling, and it's very, very, very important, and I think we help with that. So that will help you get through.
And Mr. Weaver, you and I are both coaches.
Yes.
And we're involved in a lot of things. What tips would you give about getting involved at Sevier?
That's huge, is to get involved. Have something that you want to do here at Sevier. It could be anything from the chess team to being on an athletic team. It could be getting involved in natural helpers. It could be getting involved in multiple activities here at Sevier. There's usually something here for everyone, no matter what your interests are. If you don't find something that interests you and you come up with something, I bet if you probably asked a teacher and you had enough interest, we'd probably start something up for you too. So just let us know and just get involved.
And Sevier will feel more like home if you get involved. There are a variety of activities that will start at different points throughout the year. The biggest way to make sure you know what is going on is that you listen to the announcements first thing in the morning. We also tend to post a lot of flyers in the hallway, so make sure that you are looking on the walls to figure out what might be coming up. And Dr. Fuller, our principal, will also be sending out emails to parents. She sends a weekly newsletter, so that will help you stay informed about what things are coming up and how to get involved. Okay, so here we are on the top floor at Sevier. This is mainly for 7th and 8th grade students. There are a couple of things that you may have going on here as a 6th grader. So over here we will have chorus. When you come up the stairs, you'll see this big picture of some people playing instruments. It says music on the wall. We have chorus on one side, we have orchestra on the other. Around that, we have our 7th grade hallway and our 8th grade hallway. You will not be on those hallways the majority of the time. We have one other related arts class up here, and that is our STEM class. It's a very popular class. It is down the 8th grade hallway, but it's at the far end, so you will not have a lot of intermingling with 8th graders. So if you come upstairs, this will be the main place that you will be. Okay, Warriors, another important piece that we want you to know about what we do here at Sevier is we have what we call a social-emotional learning time. We know that academics are important, but we know that if your heart and your head are not taken care of, that it can be hard to learn. So we like to take intentional time every day in order to make sure that we're taking care of your heart and your head as well. So you will have a 20-minute lunch period. Opposite of that 20-minute period, you will also have a social-emotional learning time with one of your teachers. Each day kind of has a theme. So on one day, we typically do goal setting. We ask you to set a goal for the next week. We have you look at PowerSchool, make sure that you are aware of your grades, and then we ask you to make a plan. What are you going to improve? What are you going to work on? What could get in your way? We also have a day that we call circles. So you will sit together in a circle. We ask that you are respectful, that you are not talking out of turn. We ask that you are being a good listener. And we will go around and sometimes we do serious questions, but most of the time we do fun questions, just to learn about each other. If we take time to learn about each other, we begin to realize that we have more in common than we realize. On one of our days, we do a program called Naviance. It's a college and career program. It gets you looking at yourself, what you're interested in, what you might be good at, and then trying to tie that to a college or a career one day. Again, that ties in with that goal setting. If we know where we're going, we can make a plan on how to get there. We do a day called Second Step Day. We have a program called Second Step. It looks at a lot of middle school issues. And you'll have videos, you'll have questions, you'll have activities that you will do together with your class, led by your teacher, sometimes led by a student, where you get to just talk about middle school things and things that are hard for middle schoolers. As adults, we've all been there. We know that there are things that are hard, things that you wrestle with, and we want to be able to help you. So we encourage you to be open. We encourage you to share with your teachers. They want to understand where you're coming from and what is going on in your world and in your life. And then our final day is what we call a Feel Good Friday day. It tends to be more of an open day. Some teachers may have you reading. Some teachers may take you outside. There's a variety of things that you may do. It may be a catch-up day. So there's a variety of activities that you might do on that Feel Good Friday. So we know that our SEL time works best when you are engaged and when you are participating. So we encourage you to take advantage of that time. We want to get to know you, and we want you to get to know us, and we want you to get to know each other. So SEL time is 20 minutes each day, so make sure that you are taking advantage of that.
Hey, rising sixth grader, be yourself, don't change, don't get in drama. Just pick your friends that are there for you and aren't fake. Don't worry about having a boyfriend or girlfriend. Just be yourself and make good grades.
If I could give you one piece of advice, it would be to get involved with sports, any clubs. It will introduce you to new people, and you will be able to teach, and it will teach you life lessons.
You're not perfect. When things are hard, don't give up. Worrying about other people gets you nowhere. Friends are more valuable than you think. Keep an open mind, be outgoing, and make new friends. You are enough. As upcoming 6th graders, find the people that make you strong, listen to your teachers, and show them that you can work.
Hello, 6th grader. When you spend time at Sevier, think about how you can be a world-changing warrior and how you can make an impact on just one person's life. You can do this. Always do your homework. It's important.
Dear upcoming 6th graders, please care more. How you act, what you think, who you are affects all the people around you. Be nice to the teachers, be nice to the staff, be nice to the students, be nice to the lunch ladies. Please be nice to yourself. Be kind, don't put others down.
If you're reading this, you are an upcoming 6th grader. You are probably nervous about middle school. Don't stress. Middle school is just another part of the journey. So here's some advice. Do your work, be respectful, and help others. If you do this, middle school will be a breeze, and you will leave a good legacy here when you leave.
To the reader of this letter, I have some advice. Don't always think that you have to be popular to make friends. I spent a lot of time trying to fit into the crowd of people I didn't belong to. My advice for you is to be yourself. I promise that you will find friends that accept you as you are. From an 8th grader.
Okay, Warriors, just a couple of things to wrap up. First of all, we do have summer reading every year, so you will have a summer reading list. You can usually access this online. You can either purchase the books yourself, or we have books in our front office as well that you can come by and check out. So you'll just need to come into the main office, let them know, and they will have you sign it out. You just need to read one book during the summer in order to be prepared for the beginning of the year. Another important thing in order to be prepared for the beginning of the year is to make sure that you are doing sports physicals if you plan to even try out for an athletic activity here at Sevier. As coaches, we are not allowed to let you take the field or the court or anything if we do not have this specific form completely filled out. There is a piece with a doctor, so you will need to make sure that you schedule a doctor's appointment and have this form. Again, you can pick this form up at the main office and make sure that it is turned in before you show up to any kind of athletic tryout. One of the other things is that we want you to make sure that you are staying organized when you are at school and that you're managing your time well. You'll have a variety of teachers. You'll have up to 6 teachers in a day. So it is important that you manage your time and that you stay organized. Keep your papers nice and neat. Keep your locker nice and neat. Use a planner. So we want you to make sure that you're doing all of those things. One important thing as well. Every year, the Thursday before school starts back, we tend to have a back-to-school bash. During that time, you can actually pick up your schedule for the year. One thing about schedules, number one, all of your obligations have to be taken care of before we can give you your schedule. For rising 7th grade students, that means that there is an extra set of shots that you have to have as well, and we have to have that shot record before we can give you your schedule. Also, for your back-to-school bash with schedules, because we have so many students, we cannot take requests for teachers or specific classes. So just know that we've scheduled a ton of kids and that every kid is getting a variety of classes, a variety of teachers. All of our teachers are great. All of our classes are great. We know that you are going to enjoy it here at Sevier. We look so forward to having you as part of our family. We know that you are going to do great things when you get here, and these 3 years will go a lot faster than you realize. So enjoy, get involved, and we look forward to seeing you.